Hi, I'm Nicole Crane, and today I'm talking about why movement is important. I am providing this information to kind of introduce you to the importance of this because I'm going to be offering a free sensual movement class on July 18th at 7 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, so Salt Lake or Denver time. Um, and this is something that I offer once a month for free to Exquisite members, I guess you could say, women who have signed up for Exquisite. So it's kind of a bonus, but depending on interest, I might offer this to people who are not signed up for Exquisite as well. So I just wanted to offer people a little bit of a taste. It's not really a stripping class. It's not a floor work class. It's stuff that feels really good and really nourishing to my own body. And it's the kind of movement that makes me feel sexy. It doesn't necessarily look sexy, so it's not for performance. It's actually an embodiment practice and a way to connect with your body, with your sensuality, and to process emotions and different things through moving. So the reason that this is so important, one of my mentors, Layla Martin, talks about how when animals are injured or frightened, they naturally shake to kind of process the trauma. So I really strongly believe that this is important for human beings as well. Part of the reason that we have so much anxiety and stress and internalized trauma, whether that shows up as like autoimmune diseases or sluggishness or dissociation, is because we do store trauma internally in our bodies. And so movement, and for me specifically dance, is really just like my own medicine and magic. Really connects me to not only my body, but also my emotions. And it is a huge purge and a huge release for me. So I think that this is like super, super important for modern women to connect to. So, I mean, this is one of the many reasons why I feel really grateful that I have had dance kind of like not demanded upon me, but like basically it's part of my routine. Like at least 2 or 3 times every week, I go and I move on stage and I dance and I process things, whether I'm consciously aware of it or not. And so I feel like that's why it took like a capital T trauma to get me to go to actual therapy, because like the little like lowercase t traumas kind of just roll off you when you have a movement practice that you are consistently practicing. I also wanted to talk about how when I was studying for my real estate exams, I really charged through that. Like I think I gave myself 3 weeks. Originally, I'm like, I'm going to graduate from real estate school in 2 weeks. Like if I divide this up into 8-hour pieces, which is the maximum that they'll let me do every day, I'm going to be done in, I think it was like 16 days or something crazy like that. And it turned out that I started burning out. And so I like limited myself to 6 hours a day. So it actually took longer than I expected, but it took like a whole like 3 weeks instead of two. But I discovered the Pomodoro Technique. I don't remember, I think somebody recommended it to me. So I had to look up what that is, which I suggest you do too, because I don't remember how the minutes are divided up. But basically the idea behind it is like every so many minutes, like let's just say 45 minutes, you take a 15, no, I think it's like a 5-minute break a couple times in a row, and then like every specific number of breaks, you take a 15-minute break. So it was really good. It like saved my sanity. It gave me a much needed rewiring, reconnecting time, instead of just being like like a lot of us are for many, 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 many hours a day. So I know that this is kind of hard to implement in a corporate environment, but I love dance breaks, especially when I'm working at home and I'm just like getting super fucking burnt out and I have like a deadline or something that I feel very passionate about that I just need to like get out of my brain and onto paper or into the ether, the internet or whatever. it's super important to take these physical breaks. And that's one of the things that I loved the most about the business retreat that I went to last September in Palm Springs, is that Layla Martin encouraged us to get up and to move and to dance and to reconnect periodically throughout every day. And that was so gorgeous. So I'm really starting to embrace a feminine business model where this is part of my priority for like how I want to spend my time during the day, especially when it's business oriented. So I would encourage you, especially if you spend a lot of time sitting at a desk, to implement this. Like, it's kind of weird if you have to go in a bathroom stall and like put your headphones in and like get your groove on, but it makes a huge difference. Like, I would challenge you like to even just on your lunch break, a lot of people take a little walk. If you can take a little like skipping or dancing break, it's so amazing. It just totally resets your whole attitude and system. It engages like chemicals in your brain. Like, I don't know the science behind it, but I do know that when I do it, I feel better and I function better and I'm happier. So I'm super excited to invite you to this, the movement class. I will be setting up an event for it and posting about it on both the Nicole Crane Coaching Facebook page and also on my personal page and my Instagram page. So look for information there. Let's get our sensual movement on. This, I'm sorry for right now, it is for women and women, female, feminine, femme, whatever, oriented folks. No dudes, sorry. If there is enough of a request from the male presence for a co-ed option, I will consider that. But I feel like even though the camera will be just on me, I will not ask you to share your screens. It will be completely private. I just feel like there's something about like women's spaces that are super important right now. And I want to provide that, especially for this, because that's the way that it will be incorporated with this run of Exquisite. So thank you so much for taking time. If you have any questions, please email me at nicolecranecoach@gmail.com or privately message me on Facebook or Instagram. Mwah. Thanks so much for watching. We'll talk soon. Bye.